Guys, it's Natalia. I am here today with a kind of a first impressions get ready with me type video. I'm not really going anywhere. I've just come home. I've just come home and getting my hair done. So let's just talk about that really quickly. It's really interesting how it worked out. Basically, if you've seen my hair before, I had the top layer perfectly left normal, and then all my lower layers were all bleached at the bottom. We had like a violet-y, magenta-y kind of purple put through it. And today we've just gone to add a little bit more depth, and so we've just gone and bleached different random parts of the part that was already bleached. So it's just taken it to a new level, and then we put a blue base violet on top of that. So this blue base violet, in the way my hair came out as, you know, turquoise, you got blue, you've got violet, you've got green. It's really unusual. Like, this was just one color put in my hair, but just the way the different hair took, yeah, I don't know how it's going to be after I sort of wash it out. And I've got my own like a blue based violet conditioner that I use every time I wash my hair anyway, so I'm not too sure how that is going to go on this, if it's going to continue to come out like this in the different colors and the greens and everything, but I actually really like it. So yeah, that's what is going on with my hair at the moment. But anyway, today I'm going to be doing sort of like a first impressions type video. I've got all kinds of new stuff recently. If you have seen my hauls, you would know some of the things that I have picked up. I'm going to be using the custom cover drops from Cover FX. I might use some Viseart, the Makeup Forever bronzer. I've got the It Cosmetics brow thing. I might give that one a go. And I just want to play around and just put makeup on, and no real reason, just decide to sit down and put makeup on. So I'm going to get my hair out of my face because this is really hot under these lights, and then we can start. Okay, so I've kind of got a few things to cover at the moment. I've got a few spots come up. I have an injury here on my mouth from my children who were playing a Star Wars game, and I walked into a swinging lightsaber, and that just sort of cut my lip right there on the corner there, which is such an awkward thing, because, you know, you go out and you've got bruised cut lip and people are like, what's happened to you? And I'm like, I was playing lightsabers, and they're like, okay, that is actually what it was. The joys of growing up with having 3 boys, I suppose. I'm trying to find my mixing palette. I've never used these custom cover drops before, so I'm not really too sure how to use them best. Oh, let's start with priming. I'm gonna, oh my god, that's the Smashbox primer water. I've just got that in my mouth, and that tastes absolutely disgusting. Not recommended for the mouth. So last week I actually updated or uploaded my current foundation routine. I'm pretty much going to do that, except I do need to sort of customize my foundation a bit, because I just, every time I walk in sun, I just get darker and darker on me. So I'm just going to add like a drop, not too much. This is G70, it's a golden colour. So I'm going to see how we go. Let's just, I'm actually really nervous to do this on camera the first time. So let me just do 2 pumps of the foundation. I'm going to do 1 drop there. I'm going to put another drop over there in case I need to add a bit more, because these are incredibly pigmented. I don't have a clean beauty blender up here, so I'm just going to open a new one. This is the Red Carpet beauty blender. I've got a bottle of water up here as well, so that's things you do, hey. It's not too damp, because if it's too damp then it sort of shears out my foundation. I don't want it to be too sheer because I've got a lot of things that need covering. So I'm just going to kind of mix that on the palette there. So you really don't need much of that. Like, that is really kind of, you know, I hope it's not too anything. I don't know. It's probably way too much foundation. Oops, I'm just mixed it in with that tiny little extra bit. So remind me not to get that part, because I don't want to go super dark. This is going to be full coverage, let me tell you. You don't need this much foundation ever. See how it goes. See, it blends down my neck quite nicely, that colour. So, alright. Beauty blender, let's just start pressing it in. I'm actually really liking that colour for my current skin situation. Now our school holidays start in 2 days left of school, and so it's our summer holidays, so we will be spending a lot of time outside with the kids. Well, I will be. My mother-in-law has a swimming pool, so I can only imagine that I'm going to get more and more tanned over the next 6 weeks. Added a lot more coverage than the foundation would normally, because those custom cover drops are so highly pigmented. So I mean, look, I'm really liking that. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to go onto my eyes, because I don't particularly want to do my foundation completely yet. I'm going to come back and finish that in a little while after I do my eyes, in case there's fallout, because I don't know what eyeshadows I'm going to be using. Let's just go in with the Decay Primer Potion. This is in the colour Enigma. I actually really like this because it's pretty much just like a paint pot. adds a lot of coverage and cancels out any redness on your eyelids. Next, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Brow Powder. This is Universal Eyebrow Pencil in Universal Taupe. See how we go. I'm going to get my brows done on Wednesday. I've booked them in, so they're a bit of a mess right now. Really situations where you looking, you're probably thinking, no, they're not. But for me, it's just like, oh my god, I need to get them done ASAP. It's got a spoolie on the end to sort of brush it through. I was a bit unsure about the colour, to be honest, but I mean, you know, it seems like it suits, blends out quite nicely. I don't know if I like this better than the Brow Wiz, just because I like how fine that is, and it's just so easy to get like a really defined line, whereas this one's a little bit thicker. One brow done. Isn't it funny the difference a brow does? So for eyeshadow, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I really don't. I'm looking at shadows in here, but then I'm looking at things here in this Viseart palette, and I'm thinking purples because they just look stunning. I've never used Viseart. I've heard a lot of people rave about them, so I'm really interested to see how they perform. I'm going to go in with a E38 brush. My dog has chewed the end of this. Thank you, dog. And I'm going to choose this shade here from the Kat Von D Shade and Light, and this one is Latest. This is for a transition. One thing I don't like about this eyeshadow palette is that the shadow is very powdery. So if you just go and tap into it, you've got dark colours next to light colours. If you go tap into it and you're not careful, that dark's going to go into the black and you're going to corrupt the whole system, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm going to go in with this shade here with his Latinus. This one here in the end. And we're just going to put that one a bit closer into the actual crease. I'm using this is an old numbering from Sigma SS222. I'm now going to go into this palette from Viseart. This is the Dark Matte palette, and take this shade here, this lighter purple one, on the same brush, and just start putting that onto the outer corner. I have to swap brushes because this isn't working for me. So this is a Sigma E55 brush, like a flat shadow brush. I'm going to tap it off because these are pigmented as hell. I'm just sort of focus that in the kind of outer corner there. I'll be actually very interested to see what these are like compared to the Makeup Forever shadows. I'm going to go in with a MAC 239, and I'm thinking this sort of silvery sort of taupey colour. I'm going to put that right on my lid, inner half of the lid there. Almost a greeny silver, this one. I think I need a bit more warmth because it's all looking very cool tone. So I'm going to go in with this shade here. This is kind of like a lightish burgundy. And put that in the crease just to blend out the purple and just warm it up a bit. I'm going to change brushes. I'm going to use this new Zoeva brush that I got, the Zoeva Luxe Crease brush. This is the one I'm after. Ray Morris number 8 medium point shader, and I go in with this darker purple here and just put that right in the outer corner into the crease. Got a bit of fallout, so it's just in this bottom corner, it's annoying me, so I'm just going to use a cotton tip and some Bioderma just to come in and clean that up. I'm going to go in with some liner. This is just the Stila Stay All Day liner. I'm not going to do a wing or anything, I'm just going to do a thin line on my lashes just to sort of pull it together a little bit. So the lashes I'm going to try are these ones from Helen Dowsley. They are the Flutter lashes, and I got them in a pack of 10 because that's just what you do, and they actually look really beautiful. Very natural but also full, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and put a light layer of mascara on. I'm also feeling like I need a pigment or something. I don't think it's sparkly enough for my liking at the moment. I'm in a very glittery kind of sparkly mood, maybe because it's Christmas. Kaleidoscope from Makeup Geek, I think. Bit of Fix Plus, and I'm going to use the Ray Morris Lash Line Smudger. It's a teeny tiny little brush here, and pick up some of the Kaleidoscope pigment and just put it on the inner. That's better. And just going to go back over with that purple just to sort of make sure it's blending in nicely. I'm actually going to try this mascara from PM Studios. This is the Lash Control Mascara. This is the thickening one. So you squeeze and it takes all the excess product off. And it adds thickness. Okay, so I'm going to go and finish the rest of my face. I'm not going to film that because it's going to be pretty much the same as my current foundation routine, which I'm going to link up here or down below or everywhere, so you can go and check out how I'm going to finish the rest of my face. I'm going to go do that off camera, and I'm going to come back and finish the rest of the face. I'm not going to use the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. I'm going to use my this OCC brush. This is such a beautiful bronzer. I'm just going to kind of go on the perimeter. For contour, I'm going to go and use my Makeup Forever Sculpting Kit and my NARS Eyeshadow brush, which is here. This is the number 2. I really like this because it's really a perfect contour and you don't need anything else really. It's pigmented, you don't need much of it. It's got the really nice light shade to go underneath your eyes if that's what you wanted to do with it. It's just a really, really beautiful product. And like, despite all the contour kits and everything I've got, I could easily just take this with me and only use this one if I'm going travelling instead of taking a whole like contour kit like the Anastasia. Okay, now I'm going to go back to underneath my eyes a bit, because this is a really, really perfect brush to go underneath your lower lash line. So I'm going to go in with the Viseart palette. I'm going to take this grapey colour, and then I'm going to blend it out with this colour a bit. So sort of what I've done on the top, but just sort of put that right underneath. And I might even put that pigment in the inner corner there as well. So it goes under here from the centre, out, and then up into the crease. Just so it all sort of blends in. Okay, so I'm just going to take just a pencil brush now and use that lighter burgundy shade, just a tiny bit of that, and just sort of blend that out underneath. NARS via Venito eyeliner. It's a bit blunt, so I'm just going to run it on the back of my hand to bring it to a bit of a point. And in there. Okay, I'm going to go back in with that really teeny tiny small Ray Morris brush, wipe it off again, and just go in with a little bit of the pigment. Probably best to wet the brush with Fix Plus because, let's be honest, loose pigment is a biatch to deal with. And just do that right in the bottom inner corner area. Yeah, just as that inner corner highlight. Because this colour is so beautiful and so magical, it can just transform into anything, so we're going to do that. Lower lashes, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Tightline Mascara. This is that really, really tiny brush that is just perfect for the lower lashes. It's very lengthening. I feel like it just separates and just adds so much length to your bottom lashes. And the brush is so small, it's really easy to get into those really small inner corner lashes as well. So I'm going to put lashes on. So I said I'm going to use the Flutter lashes. So I'm going to do them off camera because I can't feel. I need someone to help me stay in frame when I'm doing that. So I'm going to come back off camera and I'm going to finish the rest of my face. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to stick with something that I well and truly know and love, and that is MAC's Mineralise blush in Gleeful. I'm just going to go in with a blush brush. So I feel like I'm losing my voice now that I've been talking for the last almost half an hour that this has taken me to film this. So apologise for that. And I'm going to go and put a highlighter on, and I'm going to use Anastasia highlight in Starlight. Now this is what this one looks like. It has broken a little bit in its travels over here all the way to Australia. I'm going to apply that with a Ray Morris Deluxe Pro blender brush. You only need the smallest amount of this, like smallest amount, and just start highlighting, putting that on the tops of my cheekbones. I'm going to use this as a brow bone highlight as well, so I'm going to put the smallest bit just underneath the brow there, right underneath the arch. Put some on the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow. I'm just going to spray my face with Fix Plus now, because it is really goddamn hot. And all I'm going to do now is lips, and I don't know what colour to do. I'm thinking pink. I'm thinking pink because I've got this new Marc Jacobs lipstick, which is Boy Gorgeous. Beautiful berry tone, looks like this. Stunning. So pigmented, these lipsticks, it's crazy. Like, I'm barely actually touching my lips with the lipstick. But that is kind of it. I think I'm done. And that completes this first impressions kind of chit chat, get ready with me video. I don't even know what I intended this to be, but I really love how it turned out. I'm really loving the eyeshadows. Those Viseart palettes are beautiful to work with, but I'm really glad that I actually did throw on that pigment. I think I'm kind of channeling the purpley bluey green from my hair when I use that pigment, because that pigment is absolutely gorgeous and it does have a blue green purple duochrome. Also, if you'd like to leave a comment below, let me know if you'd like more of these sort of chit chat videos that are longer, or you would prefer shorter tutorial type videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. I think that's it. I'm going to have all the links down below as well, but come and follow me on Snapchat because I really do love Snapchat. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm about to lose my voice, so I'm really going to go now. I hope this video wasn't too long. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.